I am back from my birthday spa weekend and I'm straight back at it. It's Sunday. Hopefully you're watching my last week's video, or you have watched it, should I say. And I am going to start the painting. So behind me here are the doors for the cupboards that I can start painting today. So I am excited to do that and to see how they look. So let's get on with the painting. I think the edges will need a bit more paint than the top bits, because although they have been rubbed down, there still seems to be quite coarse. So hopefully that's going to give me a nice finish. I'm not really sure how much paint, how thickly I should put it on. I don't really want to end up doing 2 coats, so that is the first one painted. Didn't take too long, so I think that I should be able to get all of these done today. But I am going to wait and for this to dry. It actually really shouldn't take long because it's 24 degrees here today. It says you should only paint it, use this paint under 25 degrees, so I'm okay. I don't think you can even see the colour properly, can you? Definitely not. I don't even know if I can show you in the pot of paint. Anyway, it's like a green, it's a very kind of jadey, pale greeny colour. So hopefully, like later, I'll be able to show you the colour a bit better. So it's dried a bit now, quite a bit, and I think you can kind of see the colour. It's a bit more greener than it seems to be showing up in the camera, to be honest. I want to show you the olive tree here, and I did exactly the right thing in cutting it because it is laden with all the little flowers on it. So in theory, I'm gonna get an abundance of fruit off of this tree. There's such pretty little blossoms as well, and they're all falling down like here onto the floor, like everywhere. Aren't they pretty? Like a little carpet of these beautiful little flowers. My first strawberry is ready to eat. And my little tomato plant that I broke, look how much it's grown in just 1 week. So I'm going to plant this out into the bed now, because the others that I planted out in 1 week now look like this. They have grown so much. And also it seems that Friday afternoon when I was gone, a lot has happened. So the wood arrived for the top of the island and for the top of the cabinets over there. I am going to stain it. Not quite sure what colour yet. Probably, I think, more like the colour of the door. It's like a chestnutty colour, isn't it? But I want it all to blend in nicely. So the idea of this island, I've had it done like this so that we can have, it's used like as a table as well. So people can sit 3 along here and 1 at the end. And at the end, because then if I'm sitting here doing some work on my computer, then I have the view. Although it's quite a long way back at the moment, so I don't have the view. So that's just made me realise that maybe we need to shift this whole island actually down a bit so that I do have that view, because that was the plan. And what else has happened is I started building a cupboard around the boiler unit here. So that's nice. Yeah, so we don't see any of that. And the sink is, well, kind of in. It's in a hole, if you like. So yeah, everything else needs to be done. There is no holes for drainage as yet. And all the plumbing obviously needs to be done. So yeah, quite a lot happened in just one afternoon. Okay, my job now is to prime all the inside of these cupboards. There's quite a lot to do. Prime, and then the next day will be to paint them with the kitchen waterproof white paint. And that's as well as continuing to paint the doors of the cupboards, which I have done most of one side. I haven't done this yet, and I've got all the other pieces for the drawers and everything to do as well. So there's still quite a lot to do, but I can only do this job once the builders have gone after their work during the day. So it's now actually, they didn't leave till quite late today, and it's about 6 o'clock, so now my work begins. I just stopped to put on some masking tape here because I don't think I should be painting this piece white, because that's going to be done with the green, the other paint, the green paint. But this is my first time that I'm using a primer for wood, and it's quite sticky. As you can see, it's kind of like how it goes on, it's quite sticky. And then I suddenly thought, oh, am I supposed to be watering it down? But hopefully not. I'll probably look at the can after I finish this one cupboard. But this cupboard is not particularly important how it looks, because this is where the washing machine is going to go. But I wanted to still paint it to obviously water kind of, yeah, for water. So this is gonna, by priming it with this, it's going to help, yeah, any water not penetrate into the wood. I'm not sure if I'll put a top coat on it. The top coat I bought is also waterproof, but it's also quite expensive, and I didn't buy so much of it. So this will be the last cupboard I probably do. So yeah, let me show you. It's a bit like, it's quite thick. Actually, I've probably got too much on that brush. And yeah, so it spreads quite easily. Actually, it spreads more easily once you've got some on there already. Like I say, I mean, normally I would go in the same direction, but I'm actually not so bothered about inside this cupboard. So I'm just going to try and do it in the quickest way possible. that's one cupboard done. It took me longer than I thought it was going to take me, and I guess it's right that it looks a bit like this because it is just a primer, and when the top coat goes on it won't be patchy. But this is just a test cupboard, and like I said, I'm not sure that I'm going to even put on the top coat in here, but I'm going to continue anyway with the rest of the cupboards and see how far I get. I'm quite tired this evening, so maybe I'm not going to get too far this evening. I am going to put linseed oil on the beautiful wood here, and let's see the change in colour. I'm just taking an evening stroll, not to the castle, I'm gonna do that tomorrow, but I'm just coming out for, well actually it's not even evening, it's really, I don't know, it's nearly 6 o'clock, I guess that's evening. Yeah, just to come out for a nice glass of wine to celebrate my birthday and just get a bit of a feel of the place really. This looks like the main square. Here looks like a really nice place to sit and have a drink. It's the most expensive place to sit and have a drink, but even the most expensive place probably here in Tamar is not expensive. Maybe €2 or €3 maximum for a large glass of wine. So the castle is up there on the top of the hill. I look forward to that walk. And I'm just going to turn around to show you what's behind me. Definitely the place to have a drink right there. I'm actually there already, 10 minutes I think. Quite steep but easily doable. I'm glad I didn't pay 15 euros or whatever it was for a tuk-tuk just to come up here. I think you get the whole tour, but I didn't really want the whole tour. I'd kind of seen that online, so yeah. And here is the view of part of the castle, I think, or is that the chapel? And then, or maybe that, no, that's part of the convent there as well. And then the beautiful ornate piece at the back there. Okay, so I'm off up to the walls, and actually I notice here they have railings, which is not very Portuguese. Normally there's no railings, but maybe because this is a very popular place to visit, they have to put railings because for the children. Interesting, they don't cut this. So here we go. No need for railings really. Ooh. Here is the view. So it's a very pleasant walk, just on this part of the walls. And here we have nice views of the forest. It's quite a nice, large castle. I'm not sure there's anything inside. It's just really the walls that are standing still. Oi, it's a bit tricky walking along here. This walk here is just walking around what would have been all the beautiful gardens of the castle. Ooh, look at the steps that go down there. I wonder where they go. Underneath. Yeah, they would go under here, down here. Oh, I guess they would come out. Ah, yeah, over there for a quick escape. Isn't that beautiful? I have to say that it's a very interesting place. It's one of the most prettiest castles and convents I've been to. It's a really busy morning here. I shall just show you what's going on. So, the last couple of days, the floors have been grouted and we're just cleaning them off. I will show you in here as well. So this room is looking lovely and clean. And then over here we are clearing out the, how many men does it take to clear out a cess? We're clearing out the cesspit area. So we are literally shoveling, excuse my language, but it is.
Don't stink. It's good.
It doesn't smell apparently, which is good. This is Nose. Nose, say hello. Say hello to the people. Say. And he is a Alentejo dog called Baby Nose. It is now the end of the week, Friday, and it's very quiet here. The builders didn't come today, but I am assured that they will be here in full force next week because we're going to try and finish this project next week. It's going to be quite a task to do that because there actually is still quite a lot of things to do. Lots of kind of, not big things, but lots of small things. So I'm going to take you around and I am going to show you all the things that I can remember that need to be done and show you the things that I've been doing as well. And actually one of those things is behind me, painting all the inside of the kitchen cupboards. And this weekend, so today is Friday afternoon, and this weekend I have got to finish the job and there's still a lot to do. So I'm literally going to be painting all weekend. So although I like painting, I'm not really looking forward to it, but it needs to be done so that this kitchen behind me can get finished off next week. I've got as far as painting. I've primed and put the second coat of white paint in the cupboards. So these 3 cupboards here. I've not done this cupboard here because the plumber was here putting in the sink, trying to connect the sink, and there's a problem because he can't actually access the top of the pipes there, because what they've done here is along the back of where the unit ended, this is masking tape at the moment, they've filled this part here with cal, and of course now he has no access to those pipes. So what's going to have to happen is we're going to have to make a bigger hole here, which is okay because we can always just put a kind of little temporary piece of wood over the top so that there is always access anyway to those pipes in case we need access. And so yes, that's one of the jobs to be done. Another job is, although the cupboard here has been put around the boiler, he hadn't actually finished fitting the boiler. So that's a bit of a problem as well because he can't get to the part here that he needs to put in these for the I guess this is, I'm not sure. Anyway, to put in these, he has to put these in. So that's gonna have to, I don't know what they're gonna do about that. Take it off the wall, redo it, I don't know. Okay, so my job, okay, also I need to paint the island, but that can be done later. It doesn't have to be done this weekend. The floor, it's a little bit dirty again. It's inevitable because people are walking in and out, but it's all been grouted. So this is, like you can see, it's all grouted in, and it was a really messy, horrible job because there was black water everywhere. Oh, and you might be able to see my sofa, although you can't really see it, and it's coming out as grey, and it isn't grey, it's like a very kind of pale shade of jade, I guess. And it's not actually going to be staying there either, it's going to be coming where I'm standing. But, so the other job that's being done this week is this wall here has to be lime washed. So I'm not painting this wall. I want to keep things as natural as possible, and then when you lime wash a wall, it still allows the wall to breathe and it will be white. So that's what's happening there. A door is going to be fitted here, a nice wooden door, and it will probably be a sliding door because, as you can see, this is not straight. So I think there will be a sliding door there, as well as when we come into the bedroom now, as well as on the bathroom, there'll be a sliding door there as well. All these tiles have been grouted in too. It's looking really lovely. It's covered in plastic at the moment to stop it from getting dirty. And my mattress and my bed arrived. Although I am a little bit concerned looking at that, those 2 boxes. Yeah, it's meant to be a really big bed. So I did query with why there was only 2 boxes. So that could be interesting when I go to put the bed together, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'll worry about that next week. And in the bathroom, nothing much. Well, the tiles have been grouted in on the bathroom floor and on the walls. The shower area hasn't been grouted because we need to put the shower in and drill some holes through the wall there. This wall in the bathroom needs to be painted and not lime washed. Painted because afterwards we're going to put a waterproof sealant on it, because being in the bathroom it really needs to be waterproof, and obviously there's the shower going to be here as well. And we're also needing to put some kind of waterproofing on that back wall there as well, because otherwise it's just going to wash the cowl off. Right, and a basin unit has to be made, and I have the basin that's going to go on the top of it, and the tap, all the lights, a mirror with light is going there. Obviously the lighting needs to be put in as well, so the electrician needs to come back and do that. The toilet needs to be straightened. And I think, oh no, and the window has got to be fitted. Well, it's a door and a window has got to be fitted here. So I think that is everything in the house. And outside the house, let me take you to show you where the cesspit is. It's not a cesspit, it's I'm always forgetting the name. So what they've done is where the two chambers are, they've created this to have two hatches. This is going to be all concreted over the top, and then we'll have two access hatches here. So that is going to be done as well. Out here, this needs to be fixed. This is my borehole. They've just stuck this in here for now because when the digger was here, it broke the pipe that was coming out. So they need to put a bigger pipe, plastic pipe in there. All of this needs to go. I don't know if you can see how big a mound it is. And some of these rocks are absolutely enormous. So all of this has got to be cleared. I think that will be the final thing. And then all the extra materials that are lying around everywhere, well, just those ones actually over there are not mine. Here is not very much, it's just some stuff I need to throw away. And we also need to get onto the roof because there is I had a couple of glass tiles in the roof that were cracked. So we need to get up there and replace them with some of these other roof tiles. And also I had a leak when it rained heavily. Or up here, there's a loose tile. So I need to get up on the roof as well. Now, I feel like there is more. And I can't think necessarily what it is at the moment. Oh, see, the washing machine has to be fitted. Also, the hob needs to be fitted there. The tap needs to be fitted. So, what do you think? Do you think that we can... Oh, that's another thing I just noticed. Up here where the skylights are, the wood actually has popped a little bit out. So they need to refasten. Oh, you can see, I think here it is. There. So what's happening is I now can't open that window. So they need to go up there and sort that out. And the same is on the other window over there. So they have to sort that out. And right up there in the corner, you can't see, in the corner over there, the cowl is actually all cracked up there and needs to be replaced. And this wire needs to be moved over so that it's more in the center, so that it will be in the center of where the island is. And these boards need to be fixed properly because they've all popped out as well. They were having difficulty fixing them for some reason. I think their screws weren't long enough. So, okay, back to, and the cupboard over there needs to be finished. So back to my question. Do you think that we can get this done all in 1 week? I'm thinking that we can get a lot done. I don't know that it's going to be totally completed, but that's what we're going to go for. And I think if we're going to go for that, then yeah, it's there is going to be so much happening this week. I am now really looking forward to just living in this house. Last night I was painting and I had music playing in here, and I was dancing around the space that I had here because there was a lot of space here last night, and just really enjoying being in the house and, you know, looking at the views outside the windows and just feeling into how it's actually going to be maybe at the end of next week. So please return next week to see how we all get on this week. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like. And thank you for all your comments last week. I had a record number of comments. That's so great. And thank you for telling me where in the world you are all from. And that was so interesting because really, there are people watching from all around the world, and that is so amazing. I never thought that when I started this little YouTube journey that that would even happen. So I am so grateful for it all. I'm so grateful to every one of you who watch my videos each Sunday. And yeah, thank you so much. And I'll stop waffling and I will see you next Sunday. Bye. Have a good week.